Today we're going to begin a journey through the Gospel of John, and I want to begin by just sharing a little bit about what makes John distinctive compared to Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Those three Gospels, known as the Synoptic Gospels, which comes from a Greek word about seeing, they see the life of Jesus in a somewhat similar way. John's Gospel presents Jesus in a different way than those other three Gospels. A few notes as we begin. The word believe appears 79 times in the Gospel of John, and it's always a verb. It's an action word. It's never a noun. John's Gospel is unique in using basic things, symbols from common experience: bread, water, light, life, word, shepherd, door, way. He uses these to make his description of the life and teaching of Jesus gripping and clear and engaging. The prologue to the Gospel of John is just beautifully written. It's wonderfully written and very powerful. And the first half of John's Gospel, in chapters 1 through 12, contains 7 signs or miracles that illuminate who Jesus is. And so that's just a little context as we begin. And in the prologue to John's Gospel, we have the repeated description of the Word, the Logos. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. So just in those first few verses, John is introducing us to 3 key terms: word and life and light, that will be significant in John's gospel. Our verse of the day is verse 14. And the Word became flesh and lived among us, and we have seen his glory, the glory as of a Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. Another important word in John's Gospel. And just thinking about Jesus being full of both grace and truth. Grace is unmerited or undeserved favor, and when people are gracious, they tend to be kind, merciful, compassionate. We see that in the life of Christ in John's Gospel. Jesus is also full of truth, which means he will say things as lovingly as possible, but he says things that sometimes other people find difficult. And yet, truth, which can be an elusive thing in the days in which we're living, when people seem very comfortable believing and sharing lies and misinformation. Let's make no mistake, Jesus stands for and speaks the truth and encourages us to do the same. I think of Jesus being full of grace and truth. It's like what Paul would write later, talking about speaking the truth in love. That's what we see Jesus doing throughout the Gospel of John. And I pray that the grace and truth of Jesus would guide you and bless you and lead you this day.